Hi everybody, welcome to another podcast of the ANDROPIQUE mic testing with me, Gavin Phillips. Now today I have another special guest with us. Now you've all seen her, you've known her, you've seen her journey, you know everything about her. She's one of the top Indian athletes. When we talk about women athletes, she's one of the top, and it's a privilege to have her on the couch here with us. We have Bindiya ma'am. So ma'am, thank you very much for being on the podcast right here of ANDROPIQUE mic testing.
It is my pleasure with the voice of Olympia, India.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very, very much. Ma'am, it's been very long that we've seen you on stage. Is there any possibility we're going to see you on stage in the near future, ma'am?
Well, age is just a number. I'm turning 44. It's not that I'm retiring because I'm 44. I want to plan a baby now after we get married, which is probably next month.
Oh, awesome.
And because I was waiting for his show to get over,
Right, ma'am.
so that he can concentrate more. And I'm going to give it a try. If we have, by luck, we have a baby, so I'm going to continue with my family and I'm going to take care of the family. I will not compete again.
Superb. But ma'am, you're not going to compete again, but then you've been a model prior, and from modeling you got into fitness. How did the transition happen and what made it happen?
Well, I don't know you know my past or not, but many people know in the industry now because I've opened up now that I'm a single mother.
Right.
And I left home in 2017. And because I was modeling before, I left modeling after my second child because obviously I was involved with her. And the marriage was really bad. I was not able to take things, and it's quite personal, obviously. So I just one day decided to walk out. So when I walked out of marriage, I wanted to do something, related to which gives me a little bit of name and fame, because I was sick and tired of listening that you are somebody's wife.
Right.
What is your own
So you want to make an own identity for yourself?
That is what is your own identity? You are known by my surname, like, how husbands talk.
Right.
So I wanted to do something different, and I could not go back to modeling because obviously once you leave something, it's difficult to
Get
come
back into it.
Yeah. And especially foreign models coming in.
Right.
So you obviously don't have a chance.
Right.
So I decided, because I've been an athlete since childhood. So when I met Rajat sir, he really brainwashed me in terms of, why don't you do this? Till now, we don't have a single athlete who looks feminine, who is this, that. Obviously, मेरे को चने के जार पे चढ़ा दिया. And I'm like, ठीक है, मैं सोच के बताऊंगी, because I was completely lanky with straight arms and no muscle. I never trained heavy. I also had a mental block that I will not train. I will look muscular, and you need a straight body on ramp. So he kind of brainwashed me and convinced me to become a fitness model. And then we worked really hard, and it really worked. I really worked very, very hard. So because of my modeling background, I was able to do the presentation on stage, though I had to understand and learn the posing. And where I started my classes online, the posing sessions, and then I did it on stage. And that was the first year in 2017 when I earned my pro card from WBFF.
So you actually a pro card holder.
Yes.
And ma'am, when you take it ahead, ma'am, start competing in pro shows after that?
I did compete in the same year only, 2017 Worlds platform. I represented India, and they were very happy to see I was the first Indian. I still am the first Indian to be in that federation. But, again, I was not earning that much. I had left home. I did not have that much money with me. I was not working that much. And because of financial issues, I had to stop. Whatever I had, I invested on that show. I came back. Of course, everything worked for me because I came from London. I represented India. I upgraded in everything, I got brands, I got limelight and everything. So, but the only thing was, it was a break because I did not have money to play again. Because if you're playing abroad, WBFF is not in India. If you're playing abroad, you need at least 4-5 lakhs.
Absolutely.
Easily. And that federation is very, very expensive. It is the most expensive federation. From head to toe, you have to buy everything from them.
Oh.
Your costume has to be like really flamboyant. You have to buy from them. Hair, makeup, everything is through
That should be done by them itself.
Yes.
That's right.
So it's a lot of money. There's a lot of investment. So I did not get the money, so I had to take a break. And then in the meantime, again, thanks to Rajat, that he really pushed me that, you're not going to do anything. You're just going to sit idle and do nothing. Why don't you start powerlifting? So he pushed me into powerlifting. And just because of I'm genetically blessed, like, being a sports person, I could lift that much without anything, without any guidance. So he guided me again. He's my first coach.
Right.
And he guided me for powerlifting as well. And there also, I'm very headstrong. Whatever I want to do and whatever I put my hands into, I do it perfectly. And I'm always like on point. So in that also, I gained a lot of popularity, gold medal and name, everything. But then again, I was missing stage. That was different.
Right, someone who loves the stage will always want to be on the stage no matter what.
Yeah, and lifting weight was fine, you're making a name. But then again, I was missing it because that's me being on stage, walking the ramp, looking glamorous and really feminine and all of that. So I was missing it. So he only said, why are you wasting time and why don't you compete? And that was the time when Sheru Classic had come.
Right.
So why don't you start competing here? At least you will be in touch with everyone. You will be on stage. People in India will see you again because you competed abroad after 2017. So I said, okay. So I left WBFF and I started competing in IFBB, Sheru Classic and Olympia Amateur.
Right.
So there's no looking back. Every year I was competing and I was getting gold. Of course, I could not crack the pro card because obviously it takes time.
Right.
Because I had to switch my category as well. I was competing in bikini first, and then I was on the borderline. See, that's how you need to understand the categories. I was neither falling in. I was on the borderline. So the coach and the judge, he suggested me to go in wellness, try for wellness.
Okay.
And wellness, you have to really put a lot of muscle mass,
Correct.
and especially in my height. I'm 5'8".
Right.
It's very difficult, but I still tried my best and started 2 years back to back I did in wellness. So third year अगर मैं भी करती, but उसके पहले मैंने कहा कि I'm catching up with age, let me complete my family. So, as a one of us, and honestly speaking, 2 bodybuilders in one house can't compete together. Only one of us can compete.
But ma'am, if both of you are competing together, meals will be almost the same.
It's not about me, it's the temperament. Everything is like double. Now, if he's angry or if he's irritated, I understand. I'm at a lower point. I understand. Okay, fine. He's on prep. I leave it. I just don't get into the conversation.
Yes, if both of you are on the same thing, they'll be difficult.
I avoid argument. But if you're doing together, it doubles up.
Right.
You're also cranky.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. So that's how I started, and that's how I switched my federation, because obviously I had cash crunch. I did not have that much money. I did not have any sponsor that time.
But ma'am, why is it so difficult to get sponsors? Why do sponsors, I see them sponsoring a lot of athletes, even if the athlete is not a pro. Now, I know an athlete, I will not take names, who was traveling to 2 different countries to compete for a pro show. So I said, what about your expenditure? He said, my expenditure is taken care by my sponsor. But I said, you're not a pro. He said, I'm not a pro, but I have sponsors who are taking care of my travel and my food, my stay, everything in a foreign country. So
it depends on people. It depends on their contacts. That time, now if I want a sponsor, I can easily get one. That time I was a fresher. I had just got my pro card, and trust me, I did not even know people. First year, I was outside. I remember 2018 में VIP lounge की बाहर में बैठी थी, and the guard said, "मैम आप आगे चलिए." And I felt bad. आप आगे बैठिए, यहाँ पे ये VIP lounge है.
Correct.
I said, यार ये ऐसे ही निकाल दिया यार. What is this? So Rajat sir said, "Don't worry. Next year we'll be inside. Just have faith." And next year, trust me, I was inside.
You need to believe in yourself. Format कैसा है, ma'am, what I've understood is through Rajat sir after the session with him, that you need to have a coach who will actually guide you in every possible way.
Yeah.
And if the coach is good, you will reach that place.
Yeah.
There are so many people who call themselves coaches. I'm not saying they call themselves coaches, but they're not able to deliver. One point, ma'am, which you spoke about it in the podcast abhi tak is still looking feminine when you're competing.
Yeah.
We don't get to see that a lot in Indian women athletes. They end up, when they come up on stage, they end up looking masculine. They sound masculine. So I don't know if the trainers or the coaches who are actually training or coaching these ladies are actually have the actual knowledge of what they're doing. So we need to get the like coaches like Rajat sir who actually focus on women coaching.
I think that it really depends on your homework. If you have done your homework well, you have understood what kind of coach. First of all, you need to be clear in your head that what kind of coach you are looking at, right? So अगर आपको वो पता है तो आप definitely homework करोगे और आप उनके clients देखोगे.
Right.
But अगर आपके उनके clients, for example, एक Indian coach है, hypothetical I'm saying, उनकी 3-4 लड़कियां हैं जो prep करी हुई हैं पास में, वो सारी एक जैसी लग रही हैं, like masculine and all of that, from face also, facials and everything. So you can understand probably they really don't know who to give what.
Correct.
Probably I know anabolic enhancements is like really important in bodybuilding, of course, but what kind of dosages, what kind of precautions you need to take, what all things you need to take care of when you're on anabolics and
Right.
so that is very important. So that's how you need to really find a good coach for yourself. You need to do your homework.
Right.
Well, just don't trust anyone blindly.
So, ma'am, what is your take on the new athletes that you see nowadays? That you see who are competing in Sheru Classic and the Amateur Olympia. What is your take on the new athletes?
I think the competition is, trust me, it's really increased. It's gone up the level of India. Now I can say, being an Indian, that India has a good potential. First time मुझे last year भी लगा था, लेकिन अब gradually, bit by bit, I'm seeing a change, and I'm really happy to see this change, that everything is changing. And they are really working on everything. They're posing, they're grooming, their makeup, their hair, their walk, everything is, they are trying their level best to be their best in every
Right.
possible way.
And how important is grooming, ma'am?
It is very important. People think then, back then, 2016 and 17, when I was on stage, hardly people would do makeup, and I was seeing everyone just doing their hair themselves in the bathroom and everything. But when I stepped on stage, it was a one-woman show, honestly, because I was standing out completely, because I worked on my costume, I worked on my posing, I spent a lot of money on posing, because that was the time WBFF was there, like they had announced the pro card from that federation, so you had to do the posing from that federation. It's completely different from IFBB.
Right.
The posing is completely different. So it's more on a ramp walk with a lot of fashion and glamour, with a lot of hand movements and a lot of seductive movements, like a lot of femininity involved in the posing. So that's completely different than this.
Right.
So I worked on it. Of course, I had a coach myself, and that's how I stood out. But now when I see, there is a huge difference. Everybody is looking good. Everybody is working on the posing because they've understood the importance of grooming.
Right. So, ma'am, you actually train people in grooming?
Yes, I do. Yes, from head to toe. I see what kind of color the person will wear, the jewelry, the hair, what kind of hair they are going to carry, straight, curls, whatever, makeup, light, dark, whatever. So completely is on me.
Right, ma'am. So, ma'am, just changing the topic a little, from athletes to an aam aadmi, or a woman who is pregnant, where doctors actually advise her to go for walks, evening walks, to sleep well, don't do a lot of lifting, don't bend down. What is your take on it, ma'am?
See, it's completely, it depends on every individual. Like a person like me who's fit, and a person you see, all CrossFitters, they work out like crazy when they are pregnant.
Absolutely. I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So why doesn't I've not seen women like that in India, ma'am, where a woman who's pregnant is actually working out at the gym, because to be very honest, K11 School of Fitness Science has something called course of special population, where you can train people who have different needs. Like I'm sure you can even train a woman who's pregnant who can actually work out. But I don't see that a lot of women do not come forward, or their families do not send them to work out. Is that a very common thing, ma'am?
Not the culture here in India. If you see, they're still backward. But if you see the people, you see the women in the village, how healthy they are. They're doing everything.
Right.
अब तो सब जाते हैं, काम करते हैं. They are so active. I think it is only here, like in the metropolitan, that people are scared, and the family pressure is also too much. होता क्या है कि if a girl is also willing to do something and something happens, anything happens, the whole blame comes on her. मैंने बोला था ना तुमको ये नहीं करना,
Correct.
नहीं
And yeah,
against our wish. Anything happens, you will be blamed.
you'll be blamed. You'll be
You are
responsible.
only scared of the family, and there's a lot of family pressure. Otherwise, a woman like me will not listen because I know my body, and something which you've been doing it for years. Your body knows how to handle it.
Correct.
The one thing you need to understand in pregnancy, you cannot start anything new. Suppose if I'm not doing anything and suddenly in pregnancy I get up and start doing things, of course my body will reject.
So yeah, if you're doing for a very long time and you want to still continue it, you can continue it, but with good right guidance that is needed.
Yes, of course, you need to monitor everything, and I think one knows their body very well. Like now, I know my body well. I know when to stop, when to start, and the main thing is nutrition. What you give to your body, obviously it goes to your baby and it reflects. Yeah.
Right. Switching to athletes, we've seen athletes, when you used to compete, ma'am, what used to be the atmosphere of the other competitors in India? I mean, would there used to be any kind of a pull, or whether they used to help you, used to be together friends off stage and rivals on stage? How it used to be?
There was no rivalry at all. And I think, honestly, touch wood, I've always got love from people. Maybe they were fascinated by me. I always help them. I'm very helping. Like, I'm the first one to help anybody for that matter. So, Rajat to calls me Mother India. कुछ भी प्रॉब्लम होगा मैं सबसे पहले जाके खड़ी हो जाऊंगी. So, कभी भी मुझे ऐसा नहीं लगा. There was a time when we were fighting for the pro card, Rituja and me.
Right.
Pro card के लिए, Sheru Classic, 2019.
Right.
So when we both are friends, we both were competing against each other. Obviously, that moment you feel okay, you want to get it, right?
Correct.
But when she got it, I was equally happy for her. And when she was off stage, I just hugged her and took her on my lap, and I said, "I'm really happy for you." That's the sportsman spirit. You were not supposed to be jealous.
So this is what happened when you happened in 2019 when you competed.
Yeah.
Do you think after COVID things are still the same with the new generation of athletes who are coming? Because we got to see a lot of new faces after COVID competing. Do you think the rivalry is still there off stage, or their friends off stage as well?
No, with couple of athletes I don't want to name, but yes, I get to hear there is obviously rivalry thing is there now in today.
Why do you think it exists, ma'am?
Why does it exist?
Yeah, off stage.
Because they feel it. I mean, they can't forget there and then. कि ठीक है वहाँ पे stage पे खत्म हो गया नहीं. They keep it to the heart. इसने किया था ऐसे. So whenever they meet outside also, they will not even say hello. I know that because somebody told me that, ma'am, she didn't even not say hello to me when she met me because I won against her.
Correct.
So I think that's really skittish.
Right.
People really need to learn the sportsman spirit.
And ma'am, we belong to a very small community. Fitness community, even though it is growing, we're still very small.
Yeah.
My thing is, what is taking it so long for athletes to come together and all be united? Why we are not united? Why there is so much of fight, no matter if it is anything, just trying to pull one another down?
It's basically, see, it's human tendency first. आपने वो देखा होगा रजत सर का फेवरेट है ये कि केकड़ा होता है ना क्रैब वो चलता है तो उसको नीचे से दूसरे खींचते हैं नीचे आने के लिए. So that is the human tendency A. Second is to be better than the other. वो क्यों है? Controversies. They want nowadays I'm seeing कि कोई भी sports में interested नहीं है, सब controversies.
हाँ, correct.
सबको ये है कि मुझे famous होना है.
Yeah. So when athlete is doing good, उतना कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ता. बट अगर कोई दूसरा आदमी वही इंडस्ट्री में कंट्रोवर्सी क्रिएट करना चाहता है, सब लोग उसके पीछे जाते हैं. दैट गाय एक्चुअली बिकम्स फेमस फॉर जस्ट क्रिएटिंग न्यूज आउट ऑफ समथिंग दैट डज नॉट एग्जिस्ट और लीडिंग पीपल इन द रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन.
Because people want fun, they want entertainment. People want entertainment, that's why they follow them. Because obviously they want masala.
Right.
उनका टाइम पास कैसे होगा घर बैठ के? जिसके पास कोई काम नहीं है करने को, उसको सिर्फ मसाला किसका क्या लड़ाई हो रहा है, कौन किसको बोल रहा है, कौन क्या बोल रहा है. अब हम भी देखते हैं, लेकिन trust me and Rajat, we are totally out of all this because we really don't have time. If you don't have time, you don't have time for all this.
Correct.
Rather that channelize that energy in something else being constructive. आप एथलीट हो, आप अपना चैनलाइज उस पर करो ना, इन समथिंग गुड. या तो आपका एथलीट हो और आपका कुछ नहीं हो रहा है उससे, इसीलिए गेटिंग इनटू द रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन टू गेट फेमस.
करेक्ट.
तो बस वो रॉन्ग डायरेक्शन में जा रहे हैं. एंड दिस वे दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू गेन एनीथिंग. ट्रस्ट मी, इट्स द डाउनफॉल.
राइट.
थोड़े टाइम की पॉपुलैरिटी है, नोबडी विल नो ऑनेस्टली कि आप कौन हो.
Right, ma'am.
So that is why it's not growing. We are not united. अगर हम सब एक हो गए ना, so we can just we'll be like ants following each other and walking the path.
Correct. Correct.
But इधर कोई ऐसा नहीं है अभी.
You think will ever the community will ever be formed, ma'am? Ever means not today, not tomorrow, but maybe day after.
Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Maybe in coming years they will understand कि if they're not united, they're not going to grow.
Correct.
Because अगर वो लोग negative हैं तो it's impacting us also. अगर हम लोग भी involved नहीं हैं, still it's impacting us.
Right.
Because अब बोलते हैं ना सब लोग किसी की भी लड़ाई तुम सब एक जैसे हो. You understand? कोई ये नहीं बोलता this part. The whole fitness industry comes like this.
Because when I see community, when I talk about a community in any sport, if you see cricket, yes, cricketers are all together as a community. Runners, cyclists, swimmers, they all together, they all work out together, they practice together, they help one another together. It's very few we see actually athletes, maybe even if different fitness classes actually sitting and talking and chilling with one another. It's rarely you get to see them. Even off stage, as soon as they come off stage, they exit. That's khatam.
Yeah. Even abroad, I have done so many shows with Rajat. And
Is the format same in abroad as well?
nobody's bothered. कोई politics नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. They will come and get out. I have not seen anything like this.
No socializing, nothing.
कोई socializing नहीं है, कुछ नहीं है. वहाँ anyways everything is very strict.
Correct.
You can't be taking 10 people with you and then make groups and then criticize people. They don't do that. And nobody has the time.
Correct.
If you're a good athlete, you might as well concentrate on yourself. Why would you waste time on these frivolous things?
Right. Right.
और अगर यही करते रहेंगे, एक्चुअली एक दो ने, ऑफ कोर्स आई डोंट वांट टू नेम, एक दो ने ट्रेंड सेट कर दिया कंट्रोवर्सी का, ठीक है, तो वहाँ से लोगों ने पकड़ लिया. फेमस होना है तो कंट्रोवर्शियल बन जाओ, कंट्रोवर्सी करो. वो गलत ट्रेंड सेट हो गया, लेकिन वो ज़्यादा समय तक नहीं चलेगा.
Right.
अगर ग्रो करना है तो ग्रोथ इज ऑलवेज वॉकिंग टुगेदर. दैट्स इट. दैट्स व्हाट आई कॉल, इफ यू आर सक्सेसफुल यू हैव टू वॉक टुगेदर. देन ओनली यू आर सक्सेसफुल.
Right.
Alone you can't be successful.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Hi guys, hope you're really enjoying the podcast. This is a small break that we're taking to tell you about Andropique. Andropique is in India's #1 all-natural testosterone booster. Now, if you're wondering what is the actual ingredient of Andropique, there's only one ingredient and it's fenugreek. Already, we know fenugreek very well as methi. So, fenugreek is the only ingredient in this testosterone booster. Now, men above the age of 25 can easily consume Andropique, and it's preferable to consume Andropique at night before heading to bed or in the morning when you wake up. So you feel tired, you feel lethargic, you want to have that energy throughout the entire day. All you need to do is pop one pill of Andropique and feel the energy. If you're working out in the gym and you feel you need to gain some muscle or you need to lose some fat, the one solution that you have is Andropique. So, ma'am, we were just in the beginning when we were talking, you said that when you won your pro card, when you went and competed outside India, you needed a lot of money to compete. 3 lakhs, 4 lakhs is what you needed to compete. Money basing.
Yeah.
And that is, you obviously can't depend on a sponsor. Just speaking in general, right? So, what is your take on athletes who are given a platform to win their pro card in the country and also an opportunity to compete for a pro show in the country without spending a lot of money to travel to any foreign country for a pro card?
I think I always say this, it's an amazing, amazing idea, and I'm really thankful to Sheru sir and Manish Gandhi sir for this, for creating such a big platform here in India itself. Because when last year we were traveling a lot I was traveling a lot with Rajat. For everything you have to pay outside. Everything, backstage, entry, for me also. So here we get a card, we get a free entry for your somebody who's accompanying
your trainer or someone, a coach is coming with you.
Yes, it's for free. Then you can, the fees is not that much. It's 1,000, 1,500, maximum 2,000, the entry fees. Everything is so expensive abroad, and then you can't take cameras and everything. Only the phones are allowed. It's yeah, you can't take. They will take it. No professional cameras allowed.
Right.
So everything you have to take it from them. You need pictures, you have to pay. You need videos, you have to pay. Because phone se kitna, nobody wants from phone, right?
Correct.
The stage pictures,
Correct.
videos. So it's not allowed. It's very commercial abroad. So here I think people are very lucky. मैं तो चाहती हूँ कि यहाँ पे athletes ना एक बार बाहर जाके देखें.
Hard to understand what they've got here, which they're trying to
Exactly.
value.
वैल्यू तभी होगी ना जब वहाँ जाके देखेंगे. अभी क्या है कि फ्रॉग इन द वेल, दे आर फ्रॉग इन द वेल, दे रियली डोंट नो. उनके लिए यही सब कुछ है.
Correct.
जब तक बाहर नहीं जाएंगे पता नहीं चलेगा. रजत का डाइट का 10,000 पर डे का खर्चा था.
Wow.
सारी मील्स का मिला के 10,000 पर डे.
That's expensive.
यस, फूड सारा फिश खाना था, चिकन खाना था, ये सब. और बाहर इट्स वेरी एक्सपेंसिव. तो हर चीज़ के पैसे हैं बाहर. आप जाओगे मीटर चालू. तो आपको अगर इंडिया में एक प्लेटफॉर्म मिल रहा है सेम ही लेवल का, तो आप उसको क्रिटिसाइज नहीं कर सकते. अगर आप कर रहे हो तो प्लीज़ आप जाके देखिए. एटलीस्ट आप वापस आके ज़रूर से एक्नॉलेज करेंगे. वो मैं नहीं बोल रही हूँ, मैं चाहती हूँ वो खुद ही बोलें, खुद ही फील करें, एक्सपीरियंस करें एंड देन टॉक. किसी की बातों में ना आके ना अपने आप एक बार एक्सपीरियंस करिए, पैसे जोड़ के जाइए, उसके बाद अपने आप हाथ जोड़ के वापस आएंगे.
But apparently, I think a lot of athletes are very focused on their game, and they get influenced by what others say very soon. So, they're not able to make their own decision. They believe what others say, and then they stick to others' decision. I think that's what making people easy to create controversies to get into people's head.
You have to use your own mind. By the end of it, आज मुझे कोई ये बोलेगा जंग उधर आग लग गई है, उधर कोई फंस गया है, कुछ भी हो गया है. You can't do that. You have to use your own brains. What is good for you? What is bad for you? You are an adult. You are not a child. You are not a baby anymore that you are going to get influenced by few people.
Right.
दिमाग तो यूज़ करो ना अपना. जब हम लोग बोल रहे हैं, हम एक्सपीरियंस्ड हैं, अगर नेगेटिव सुनना है तो भाई पॉजिटिव भी सुन लो. जो बता रहे हैं, जो अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर रहे हैं, वो तो करना नहीं है, नेगेटिविटी कैच करनी है. सो पीपल, वो खुद ही लोग इतने वीक हैं दिमाग से कि वो नेगेटिव ज़्यादा कैच कर रहे हैं पॉजिटिव की जगह.
Right.
They have to make their own decisions. Everybody is here. We all are grown-ups here.
And ma'am, when since you have clients who you're training right now, to what age of clients do you cater to?
All age groups. And mostly now I have all 40 plus. So I've got 40, 45, 48, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. And so is it online training or
No, one-on-one. Online, I can't take a chance with older adults because you have to be very careful in training them. That's how I drain my energy with them, because it takes a lot of effort and time when I'm training them. You need to be vigilant like this, because you need to spot them all the time, because of they have balance issues, they have a lot of issues. So you have to make sure every 15 minutes their blood pressure is fine, their heart rate is fine. I make sure they drink water. So it's very difficult. So all my energy is gone into them. So I can't train and compete together.
Right.
I can work or I compete.
Right. I get it.
Yeah. So
And you can't do both because then it's very difficult.
I can't.
So what is the difficulty, ma'am, you have with training women with these different age groups? Any difficulties there? Or how is it? Because you don't get to see a lot of women at the age of 75 working out in the gym. I haven't.
I'm really happy that I'm fortunate that I'm getting clients like that. And I think Rajat sir is lucky. उनको सारे easy going मिल जाते हैं. Because see, that's how energy attracts. Because मेरा mindset अब उधर ही चला गया है. So I'm only attracting those people who have problems. I've got somebody who has got 3 stents already.
Oh.
And it's trust me, मैं बहुत डरती हूँ ट्रेनिंग कराने से. But I don't show him. I give him full liberty to train, but I need to be, again, there are certain things. That's how you need to be very educated. You have to keep learning. You have to keep educating yourself related to people, because every body is not same.
Correct.
He has stents. He has problem already. Somebody has BP issues. Somebody has back issues. Somebody has cervical. So somebody has meniscus tear. Somebody has all problems. Knee भी गया है, shoulder भी गया है, neck भी गया है.
Isn't it difficult to train someone like that, ma'am?
No, but I've made them like rocks. That's how. Initially, I was scared, but I said, no, Bindiya, younger kids and everyone can do it. Anyone can do it. This is what you need to do. You have to take up a challenge. And I love challenges in life. तभी मैंने compete भी किया ना, मैंने on the spot decide करा है कि मेरे को compete करना है, and then only 14 to 16 weeks to cut.
Right.
And that too really bad shape, out of shape to state. Because that's how you give your 100%. You push yourself to your maximum. So I feel this is like, for me, every student is a case study for me. It gives me a lot of, motivation. And I feel good about the fact that if I can train this one, I can train anybody in this world. Right. So all my students are very healthy. They are training, strength training. They are doing I put videos. I don't put more videos because the clients are not very open.
Comfortable.
Open to be on social media. So I just keep myself, keep them away from social.
Because after a particular age, a lot of people apparently stop going to the gym. And the doctor also advises them, you go for walks. Go for walk is one of the best things than doing any kind of weight training. So
Weight training becomes mandatory after certain age for everyone because we are losing on muscle as we age. And there are a lot of other things as well, which we lose on with age, like balancing, your bone density, everything decreases, right? So if we do strength training, it is anti-aging for us,
Right.
even for me. Like if I go for my bone density checkup, my body type is younger adult.
what I'm saying.
Younger adult. My body type is like younger adult. So that's what you need to do. You need to, because you see, older people tend to lose on muscle, right? So they can't sit.
Right.
क्यों हमें दर्द होता है? Arthritis, knee pain, joint pain is everything because
Yeah,
the
after
muscles are very weak.
a particular age, everybody starts complaining of some kind of body pain.
Because the muscles are very weak. They need to make an effort to strength train. ये तो mandatory कर देना चाहिए. I think मोदी जी को ही कर देना चाहिए mandatory सबके लिए. Walk is separate. Strength training becomes mandatory क्योंकि अगर आप market भी जा रहे हो तो भी आपको अपना सामान उठाने के लिए मसल स्ट्रॉन्ग चाहिए.
ताकत चाहिए.
आप बैठने के लिए चेयर से उठ रहे हो, आपकी कॉर्ड अगर स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, मसल स्ट्रॉन्ग नहीं है, तो आपको बैठने उठने में भी दिक्कत होगी. यू सी लॉट ऑफ इन दिस एज लॉट ऑफ पीपल हैव प्रॉब्लम ऑफ फॉलिंग. मेरे पापा बाथरूम में गिर गए, मेरी मम्मा स्लिप हो गई.
Correct.
Because they don't have balance, they don't have that much, they're not that much strong to handle themselves. ये तभी आएगा जब आप स्ट्रेंथ ट्रेनिंग कराओगे.
But that has to, I think, work from a very early age where if you're working out, you continue it no matter what. Especially women after a particular age, once they start working and they have responsibilities, they actually stop going to the gym. Gym doesn't become a priority for them, as well as the health doesn't become a priority. And then later on, a lot of problems actually keep coming in which they don't realize as to what is the reason for it. So this has to be a note where
Laziness, family pressure, pleasing others. Women are always trying to please others. पहले in-laws, husband, in-laws, बच्चे, family, guest. So अपने आप को हमेशा पीछे रखा है. The day they think that I am the priority, अरे अगर आप ही ठीक नहीं हो, how will you take care of your family? You will be like a vegetable in few years. That's what I tell all my clients. One of the client was, she's with me for last 8-9 years. She was 40 when she met me, and she was literally walking with a stick. She would do squat. If I would tell her to sit, she would just take a chair and do squat on a chair at a 40. 40 years is very young.
Oh.
And then I told her, I said, अगर तुम डरते रहोगे, family ये वो, tell them, explain them what is important for you. If I am fine, then only I'll be taking care of your guests, your family, your son, your grandson, your grandchildren, etc., etc. So she understood my point. And today she's doing everything.
wow.
She has no problem.
Does she still walk with a stick?
No, she's doing squats, she's doing deadlift, she's doing every possible thing. And she's my first case study.
Wow.
Yeah. So that's how she like, the day she does not come to the gym, she like, मैं तुम्हारी story देख लेती हूँ. Oh, she's up by 4:30, I have to go to the gym. So you are my role model. You know, if I can do at that age, she can easily do it.
Correct.
She's 49 now. And now I'm insisting women don't get their test done. It is very important after 40, every year, they should get their tests done. There are few tests which are mandatory for every woman.
Okay.
Pap smear हो गया, mammography हो गया, bone density हो गया. Now the stress echo is also mandatory for everyone. To understand where your heart.
Yeah, I think in today's world, stress is like a thing which, part of it, you can't get out of it. It comes into you and it comes running behind you. Stress is something which you can't get rid of.
Yeah, the client I'm talking about, he has stents. He is amazing in cardio. वो इतना cardio करते थे, मैंने बोला, how can you have stents?
Correct.
He was not doing strength training. Firstly, he got all aches, back ache, neck ache, this, that, meniscus tear because over cardio. He never did strength training. And then one day he was saying he was cycling, he was having burning in the chest. And then that's how he went to the doctor and he got to know that he is having an attack. So the point is, he would clear all the tests, even the stress echo because he was used to doing cardio. The only thing, he was smoking a lot. Smokers tend to have clogging and a lot. than a normal person. Like person who drinks and who smokes, smoking definitely chokes everything.
Wow.
Arteries and all are blocked.
People should know that if you get into weight training, it's not like everyone who goes to the gym to work out who ends up wanting to be a bodybuilder or an athlete.
Yeah.
It is just for yourself to be fit, so that if you are fit, your family who you have to take care of is also, you have that takat to take care of them.
Yes, all my clients understood now and they tell me thank you so much. कई लोग तो vegetarian थे, protein भी नहीं लेते थे, उनको लगा नहीं हम अंडे नहीं खाएंगे. अब आंटी है, she's 75, she's totally, I can't force her at that age.
Correct.
I'm happy she's receptive. I made her understand the importance of protein at her age, being vegetarian, that auntie, you have to start protein shakes. At least have one egg as medicine. You have to have. And she started having.
At 75, she started having egg.
Yeah.
A vegetarian.
She's having, yes, and she's having protein body training. I'm vegetarian. I am having chicken when I'm on prep like medicine.
Oh.
Only I don't even eat onion. Not many people know I'm pure veg. Lekin for bodybuilding I had to start. I started non-veg at the age of 37. And that is, you can't start anything, especially non-veg.
Hey, it's difficult to start something like that when you've been eating veg since the time you were born. After
And all 5 meals chicken. There was a time I would just think about food and not feel hungry. That, oh shit, I have to have chicken. Pani piya, chicken khaya, pani piya, chicken khaya, pani piya. That's how I did my prep. Nobody knows this. Like, people who are into bodybuilding and who are in this sport can really understand.
they can connect.
The hard work which is behind this sport.
Right.
I can understand now. अगर मैं नहीं कर रही होती शायद मैं नहीं समझ सकती थी रजत को या किसी और को.
Right.
Now I understand what it is.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's do one thing. Let's get into a very chilled out set of the podcast.
Yeah.
So there's a glass of water, ma'am. Can you take that glass of water in your hand, please?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So the name of the game is called Never Have I Ever. Okay, it's called Never Have I Ever. And I'm going to read a sentence. If you've done it, if it's a yes, you have a sip of water.
Okay.
It's a no, you don't drink a sip of water.
Okay.
Okay. Are we ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So never have I ever regretted a decision. Okay. Never have I ever been not satisfied by the judge's decision. Okay. Never have I ever given free coaching. Okay. Never have I ever dated a fellow athlete. Okay. Never have I ever felt insecure on stage. Okay. Wow. Never have I ever cheated on my diet. Okay. Never have I ever been extremely angry on someone. Okay. Never have I ever broken a rule in competition. Okay. Never have I ever Googled myself. Okay. Never have I ever felt starstruck by someone. Oh, wow. I think, man, all the athletes, you did a very good job. Your maximum answers were no. Superb. Okay, ma'am, we can keep the glass back down.
Yeah.
You did really very well. So that we move to the next segment of the Andropique Mic Testing podcast. It's called the Rapid Fire Round.
Okay.
So the format of this is I ask you a question. The first thing that comes into your mind, you tell it to me bluntly without thinking.
Acha.
Okay? Okay. So I have a list of few athletes. I'm going to tell you the names. You need to guess what do you think, according to you, what would be in their gym bag?
In the gym bag?
Gym bag.
Gym bag? Okay.
Sergey Constance.
Steroids.
ठीक है. IFBB pro Deepika Chaudhary.
Food.
Okay. Kai Green.
Protein.
Okay. Sangram Chaugule.
Supplements.
Okay. John Lucas.
John Lucas. Numbers of his girlfriends.
And Sahil Khan.
Zip it.
Okay. Okay. We all love having superpowers. What would be that one superpower that you wish you had?
I wanted that I should see everyone and people should not see me, like Mr. India.
Okay.
That's the power I wanted to have, to understand and see what is, especially with Rajat. understand what he's doing behind my back. And whether he's crying or he's happy or he's flirting or he's whatever he's doing, just want to know.
Like Mr. Guy and Mr. India. Okay.
Yes, Mr. India.
Okay. What is the best advice till date you ever got?
Okay, should I say it?
Please.
Stop being nice.
Okay. And what is the worst advice you ever got?
Try not to be friendly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what is the best compliment someone has ever given you?
I'm extremely charming,
Super.
affable.
When you get famous people to talk about you, whether good, bad, they talk about you. And there are rumors. So what is the strangest rumor you've ever heard?
Actually, I haven't heard
Any
about
rumor?
myself. Yes.
Okay.
Better. You're not in the controversy. You're not in
Not there.
rumors. Yes.
Okay.
Stay out of it.
What is the one thing, ma'am, in life you'd want to redo?
You have to tell me. If you have heard.
I haven't.
not.
I haven't. Yeah, I get a lot of gossip, but no, I haven't. Yes. Anything, ma'am, in life you'd want to redo?
I want to get back to my childhood and pursue my career in athletics and get into Olympics.
Okay.
If I was extremely good, but my dad was always into cricket and he never supported girls
Achha.
to be in sports. He always supported. He was a selector of under 19.
Oh, wow.
He is Sehwag's coach.
Oh, very nice. Wow.
Yeah. Apparently, I also didn't know that I used to see all of them in my house every now and then. The entire team: Kapil Dev, Sunil Gavaskar,
Oh, wow.
Ajay Jadeja, Sehwag, Avi Yuvraj. So my dad used to be all for Sehwag. And I got to know from his interview that my father did so much for him. Now I feel bad that मेरे लिए कुछ नहीं किया. ठीक है, किसी के लिए तो कर दिया. Like, cricket was his passion, so he never encouraged anyone for any other
In the sport.
अगर मुझे मौका मिले, so trust me, I will go back to my childhood
And you'll have to redo that again.
redo it. That.
Anything in life, ma'am, you'd want to undo? Just remove it.
Toxic people.
Okay. What is your favorite cheat meal when you're on prep?
Indian Mughlai, dal makhani, butter naan.
Who's your favorite Indian athlete, ma'am?
In bodybuilding,
Yes.
there are many.
But the best, the
Like
top
from India.
from India.
From India, of course, there are many, but Rajat is, of course, one
No,
of my favorites.
except Rajat, sir. Except Rajat.
Deepak is good, Sangramji is good, and Yatinder ji is very good. Yeah,
Done. Okay, ma'am.
I
Yatinder
really
Singh.
like all of them. Yes,
And who's your favorite athlete internationally?
athlete तो नहीं थे ज़्यादा, but I love Sergey Constance.
He'll have
I like
steroids in his bag.
नहीं makeup. Honestly, I spoke wrong.
Okay. What is your biggest dream?
My biggest dream is to see first my family comes. I want to see my girls, and I want to see first Rajat achieving whatever he wants in life from the heart, and my kids doing well and get success, like in whatever field they want to go to. And then second is that I want to see every woman independent, who is doing good for herself and taking care of her family, and has a good bank account so that she doesn't need to be dependent on any man.
Right.
This is what I want to see.
Right.
Woman's world.
So very nice, ma'am. And ma'am, any message for the young athletes of India who are going to be competing in women's bikini? Any message for all the women athletes apparently?
I
Any
just
message
want
for
to
them?
say, keep shining, keep rising, take care of your posing, take care of your styling. It really makes a huge difference. And do not leave your posing the entire year. You have to continue your posing all around the year you have to give 30 minutes every day after your workout. So ये नहीं कि competition से कुछ दिन पहले ही कर लिया, 3 महीने, 2 महीने, 4 महीने. You have to do it every day as a routine, like you have to make it a habit. So this is my advice to everyone. And that's it. Keep rising, keep shining.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank
So we've got something on the podcast that I do, and the thing is, I've got a studio in Pune where all my guests to come down for the podcast, I give them a mug, an ANDROPIQUE mic testing mug, and I need their autograph and a message. And I keep these mugs in my studio So as a memory, so ma'am, I am handing over this mug to you.
Thank you so. So I have to write something for you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Keep rising, keep shining.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much.
I'll keep doing this work. You're doing an awesome job.
Thank you, ma'am.
Getting people here and taking their views on bodybuilding and other aspect. So you're doing a great job.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. And as a token of appreciation, a small gift to you from the entire team.
I will have to get off.
No, ma'am. You can just collect it.
Then
From the entire team of Andropic
Thank
Mic
you so
Testing, ma'am.
much. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am, for removing time, for coming down, and for being a part of this podcast, ma'am. It means a lot.
It was really, really, really a pleasure, and especially I'm your biggest fan. You must know that.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank
The
you
way
very
you
much.
speak, and as I told you, the voice of Olympia, India, is amazing.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you very, very much. It means a lot, ma'am.
Do your goggles every day.
I will. Thank you. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, and all the very best, ma'am, for your future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Same to you.